Welcome back to Attorneys on Call. We have been talking about dangerous medical devices, but there are also dangerous medications on the market out there. One in particular that's being used to help treat people with high blood pressure. In studio with us now, Matthew Bissett, one of the newest attorneys at the Whitley Law Firm. And Matthew, thank you for joining us for the show.
Thanks for having me.
Matthew, you've been doing a lot of work in this area about this drug called Valsartan. Tell me about that drug itself and what's going on here.
So Valsartan is a drug that's taken by about 1.5 million people in the United States. It treats high blood pressure, as you said, and hypertension. Okay. In July of 2018, the FDA issued a recall of Valsartan. It was the largest Class 1 recall in United States history. They issued the recall because they found that there were certain batches of Valsartan coming from some specific companies actually overseas in China that were contaminated with a substance called NDMA. Now, yeah, NDMA is it's this yellow, oily substance that's unintentionally produced in the manufacturing process of Valsartan, and that substance, NDMA, actually causes a lot of digestive tract cancers.
So where does that stand right now? Are there a lot of lawsuits being filed against this company that's producing the Valsartan?
There are a lot of lawsuits pending, and we're actually getting calls now from people who are seeing that them or their loved ones have been afflicted with, stomach cancer or esophagus cancer or colorectal cancer, kidney and liver cancer also, and so it's really vamping up, yes. So
the digestive tract is being involved here, which is very serious, obviously. And so as a byproduct of producing this drug, that's that stuff, that NDMA, was being produced.
Exactly. And it's, there's some very specific companies in China, so it's important to know where you're getting your medication and what pharmacy you're getting it from, and to kind of track back where your particular Valsartan was manufactured, and that's something that we've been looking at.
So people that take hypertension or high blood pressure medication, I would assume it would say on the bottle what the name of what it is, but it could be a generic description too, I would guess. And
yeah, absolutely, and that's why it's important, to have somebody that kind of understands the ins and outs of the pharmaceutical business, and to understand how to trace back and find in your medical records where you got those medications and if it is a potentially contaminated batch of Valsartan.
So Whitney, when people that you're talking to are faced with these dangerous drug situations, I know that you always recommend go see your doctor, but if they may have a claim, what should they do?
Sure. So, if someone may have a claim if they have one of these digestive tract cancers, it's important to speak with an attorney. I mean, this is a very newly developing litigation, and we're still finding out the specific types of cancer that can be related to Valsartan. We're working on the science very hard, and, if someone thinks they may have a case, it's important to speak with an attorney. Something that's really sad in these cases that we don't talk about a lot, if it's a if the prognosis is not good,
sure,
it's important to get testimony preserved. It's important to get all the information from the individual who has the cancer before they get so sick that they're not able to give that. I spoke with a woman a couple weeks ago who was actually crying. Her husband was just diagnosed with stomach cancer, and she said, we've got the bottle of Valsartan at home. Oh my goodness, could this have been the cause? And we need to look at it. We need to investigate what his other risk factors were, but that's certainly something that we're able to talk with people about and try to empathize with them, because it's sad.
So when you're dealing with clients like that's a difficult situation to have to go through. When we're talking life and death situation here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he had no prior cancer diagnosis. There was no family history, and they were on the way home from the hospital getting his treatment plan together. And she had heard something about it on the news and gave us a call. And so I spoke with her directly. And obviously, everything she shared with me is completely confidential. But she was in tears because she's so worried about losing her husband. And again, we can't say right now whether it was Valsartan, but, she said, we've got a bottle at home. I told her, this is important too. Keep the pills that you have, put them in a safe little plastic baggie,
sure,
and keep it in a very safe part of your home. We may not need them right now, but if it's a case, we'll definitely need them down the road.
We've only got about 30 seconds to wrap things up, Matthew. So what should people do if they think they might have a case?
Well, they should call us. And I just want to say, we want people to take medicines, and we want companies to make medicines that
sure,
make people feel better. But we also want to hold those companies responsible if they make something that is going to hurt people. And so if that's something that's happening to people, we want them to give Whitley Law Firm a call.
Great advice, and thank you so much for watching this edition of Attorneys on Call. At any time, call that 800 number on your screen or go to thewhitleylawfirm.com, the website. It's a great place to start. Once again, if you have a dangerous medical situation, call the Whitley Law Firm. They will help you to figure out what to do next. Thank you so much. And once again, Whitney Butcher and Matthew Bissett from the Whitley Law Firm, thanks for joining us and being here today. And we thank you again. We'll see you next time right here for another edition of Attorneys on Call.